Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Conversations with V by myself, Viviana Chin. Yes, Karibu, welcome back. I think this is also to myself because where the fuck have I been? If you ask me, I wouldn't have an answer because I don't know. All I know is I think I've just been having a hard time trying balancing everything that's going on, and also as a 20-year-old who's trying to figure out life, you always have things to balance. Why is that so? I don't know. But yeah, if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for being here again despite the inconsistencies. If you ask me, I don't know what happened because when the year started, I think I had already gotten the hang of it. I was not very consistent, but at least I was putting at least 2 episodes every month for January and February. And when it came to March and April, I don't know what happened. I just think I had a lot, which is also pretty much of a very lame excuse if you ask me. Yeah, am I making sense? But I think the most important thing is I'm here. I was talking to somebody I met the other day. I went for a pod connect at Bareza Labs hosted by AfriPods, and after we were doing like an interactive session, and I saw this person who I know from TikTok, and I was like, hi, I think I know you. And he was like, from where? I was like, I follow you on TikTok. And he was like, let me check if I follow you back. And I was like, you do follow me back before, because for some weird reason, I actually do know the people who follow me back who do what I do. Yes, I don't know if that's weird. So he was telling me that he has taken a break from podcasting and is now trying to focus on video making and all that. And I was like, you better be careful, because the moment you start taking breaks, you might end up taking a break for 1 year or never coming back. And it was like, no, I don't think that's the case, because I think when you start doing podcasting, you're going to do it your whole life, which sounded a bit crazy and overkill. But I was like, that makes sense. You say that when you start doing podcasting, you might do it like, no matter how long of a break you take, you always go back. Like that one toxic person who you always keep going back to, no matter how long you people have not talked, you always find your way to each other. It is like that. And I was like, your analogy sort of makes sense, but I wish you all the best, bro. Nice meeting you. Yes. So I had already tried recording an episode earlier today, because I promised my friend, who has been nagging me by the way, to that I'll record an episode before the week ends, and it's Friday today. I don't know why I'm even recording an episode at 8 p.m. when I've stayed home the whole day. But this is the time, yes, better late than never. Yeah. So I tried recording this earlier at on the rooftop because my sister was in the house, and the episode felt, I don't know, I still am struggling with recording with people in the room, which is weird 3 years in. And I just felt like, plus I hadn't been outside for like the whole day, so I wanted to see what happened. Naweza kuwa nimekaa kwa nyumba na watu wote hawayuko, ni mimi tu niko. So I also needed to check on that. So I went there, tried to record an episode, and before I noticed, my phone was off. I hadn't charged my phone, so I had to come back and charge my phone. And now she stepped out to go get food, and I'm like, perfect opportunity to record an episode. This is not going to take long, and I feel like I'm rapping, so I think I'm about to slow down. Yeah, so welcome once again. It's been a minute. I think I already did say that, but I wanted to talk about what is it called? internships and everything involved with it. Not everything, because why everything? So I wanted to talk about unpaid internships because this is something that I have been through, or rather, yes, I have been through, or rather, I'm trying to, yes. Let me just leave it at that. So when the year started, I got this really amazing opportunity to intern at a place where I really wanted to. And before, when when you're in school and you hear people say that, oh, I am doing an internship, but it's not paid, you're like, how do you do that? How do you wake up every day and show up to something that you're not being paid to do, like daily? You just don't get it until it is you on the other side of it, and you're like, actually, I think I judged you people too early. And sometimes you're like, I don't know, if things were different, would I still do this? And one thing is, you just will never get to know. You will never know. You just, this is one of those things where that you never will know. Yes, because you can't live two sides of something once. Yeah. So when the year started, I got this amazing opportunity to intern at a place where I wanted to intern. I wanted to intern for since I did my attachment, and I just wanted to get out of the house seriously, and it had a catch. It was not going to be paid, and let me tell you, the number I asked for advice from my friends from everywhere, and people were just like, I don't know, are you sure you want to do unpaid internship, and da da da, and I didn't see a problem because I saw a problem because it is always about the money, even when it doesn't seem to be about the money. I don't know, because let's just look at this. It's like this. I think that from the time that we are born up to, I don't know, adults, the way we are being brought up, because it is always grow up, reach school going age, anza kwenda shule, do good, go to in primary, do good in your KCP, go to a good high school, do good in your KCSE, go to uni, then get a good job. What's the end results? To get money. Yes. So I think it's always about the money. So you tell somebody, I think I've been given up an opportunity, but I'm not getting paid, and they're like, are you sure you wanna do that? Because how will you survive? Let's face it, everybody needs money at one point or another. So just like, okay. But I think for me it was a bit easier because I have people who were supporting me. So I was like, I think I'll just do it, because you also never know. Maybe it's good, yes, because at that point you're just like, the experience, I know you can't put a price on experience, but you so I started interning, yes, which has been a very great opportunity. Actually, I'm enjoying every bit of it and I'm not complaining. But it reaches a time where you're like, okay, I'm waking up every day at 5 a.m., 5:30, yes, and I'm coming back home at 5 p.m., 5:30 on Monday to Friday, and I literally have nothing to show for it. I think this is actually one of those moments where it's people don't actually see the process, they just want the results. Yes, so I think the unpaid part of it is the process, and it's a very draining process. I'm not going to lie to you, because you feel drained and you don't even notice until you're crashing out on the road. Yes, I did crash out on the road, and I don't know what is wrong with me with crashing on the road, because this is actually not the first time I'm crying on the road. Not the second. I lost count, but was counting, yes. So I on Tuesday I was okay until I was not, because one moment I'm laughing with my friend, and I'm going into a matatu, and the next I'm walking home and I'm crying out of nowhere, and I had to call my best friend, and I was like, hi, how are you? She's, hi, how are you? I'm good, how are you? I'm like, I'm not okay, and I just wanted to talk to somebody before because I don't want to cry on the road. And the moment I said that, tears, literal tears. And one thing about me, I'm a cry. I will cry. Me and crying go well, go really well together. Like, where would I be without crying? Yeah, so I started crying on the road and I was just telling my friend that I just feel very tired, and I feel like I've been doing this for a very long time, for months. But who is counting? Yes, I've been doing this for 4 months, but I don't feel like I have something to show for it. Like I go home, I wake up very early and come back very late in the evening. Not really late, but I come back in the evening, and I only have this thing called experience to show for it that nobody actually really cares about. They just want to, I don't know if you people are getting the point. So I'm just feeling like very, very tired, and I think I need a break. And she's like, babe, I know how you're feeling, but let's look at it from the brighter side. Yes, like you see the opportunity you have right now. There are a lot of people who would kill for it, and don't give up right now when you're almost about to finish. And I'm like, yes, I know, and I don't want to sound ungrateful for this opportunity that I have. But again, I don't think the fact that I have an opportunity that many people don't have, or many people would kill to have, don't have, makes what I'm feeling invalid. Am I making sense? Yes, because again, about this, I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I was like, I'm just going through a lot right now, Neteseka. And he was like, no, Uteseki, do you have food? I'm like, yes, I have food. Do you have somebody somewhere to sleep? I'm like, yeah. Do you have people who love you? I'm like, hell yeah. So you actually are not suffering. I'm like, the fact that I have all the things you mentioned and there are people who don't have the things you mentioned doesn't make how I'm feeling any less just because I have it. Like, you don't, again, another person was also saying that you don't need to have a job before you like tarmac for a long time so that you appreciate the job. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Yes. So I don't know, I feel like there are a lot of people who are about this literal war on the next building. Yes. So I feel like there are a lot of people who are about to finish uni, who have finished uni, like this moment, like this month, next month, whatever, and maybe some will come across an opportunity like mine, and they'll be like, oh, it is not paying, I don't want it. I would advise that person to just take the job. Just take it. Yes. If you have people who are willing to support you, to like give you transport, because you also need transport, you need to get there in one way or another. You also need food. If you have people who are supporting you, just take it. It might not seem like it, because again, for me, it still does not seem like it, because some days I don't even have the energy to wake up and just be like, but I still wake up and I still go. I just want to show up, in as much as it's so hard, because what's the point of showing up if you're not getting paid? Yes. So yeah, I will just tell you to take the job. You need to start from somewhere, especially if it's a job, if you studied a course like mine, where like you need to have some skills that you won't get from staying at home. I would advise you to take it, but also just weigh your options vis-a-vis. Yes, so that you don't end up crying on the road like me. Yeah. So if you, in case you're wondering, I also have like school which is about to end, and I'm very happy for that, because why is school so hectic? My friends say that if it was easy, everybody will do it, but bro, I'm tired. This bitch is tired. Yeah, so school is about to end. I think I graduate on 23rd. I still don't have a project, but I'll have one by the end of next week or by the end of this week, and I'll have done it by end of next week. I also have exams, I think on the 9th, or is it the 12th? Yeah, whatever. So yeah, that is, in case you're wondering, that is where. Also, I feel so proud of myself because I've been so fluent in this episode. I've not stammered, I've not stuttered, I've used filler words, but not a lot. Again, another reason why I did not want to record this podcast, because why I took an impromptu break is because I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately, and the people are so fluent, very fluent, like very, very fluent. And I started doing this thing where I don't use filler words. Yes, so there's also that. But my friend said that you just do it. So yeah, we've come to the end of the episode. See you guys on the next.